Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
People versus fugly, non-sexy, knocked up ass red. Gag go to fugly red. Your ass is being charged with not being ashamed of your goddamn self. Doing whole shit and being mad about it. Being a deadbeat mama, a deadbeat daddy, a deadbeat daughter, and a deadbeat young thugger looking like ass bitch. Skin looking like a wrinkled bed sheet. Attempted to come for a real queen. Being ugly didn't matter than a motherfucker. Looking like an old crumbled up stale ass backwood that ain't nobody buying. Take that shit back to the store, whore. But ain't no refund. Not being able to handle the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God, but ain't nobody helping you but the devil. Acting like you that bitch when you ain't shit. And it shows, bitch. Fucking on niggas that don't want you. Not knowing who your baby daddy is. Sucking on balls and toes at the same damn time. Getting pissed and shitted on and trying to come for a real queen. Not knowing who the fuck your baby daddy is. Refusing to go and get tested. Letting fuck niggas film fucking your dry ass pussy on live. You dirty black footed ass bitch. Walking around barefooted, dirty, and pregnant at the same damn time. Trying to clap back with the clap. Being mad because your non-fans is trying to understand what the fuck your decrepit looking ass is saying in your whack ass music, but we don't understand. Looking like the hot pack that don't nobody want and don't nobody want to buy it either. Trying to roast like you was really about that life and ain't. Looking like some crust in them niggas' draws you be eating. Your ass whooped just as soon as you drop that goddamn baby out your stinking foul ass pussy. And they gonna have to do a C-section to get her out because it damn sure can't come through your pussy canal. Tweeting about your pussy stinking like it's cute when it's not, you dumpster smelling ass bitch. Thinking you a rap star when you ain't being slow as a motherfucker. Still disgusting every fucking body that come into your view. Looking like a llama in the face, eating ass and sucking toes for free at the same damn time. Not getting your pussy treated, thinking you got hits that stick like grits and you never fucking did and never will, bitch. Looking for a rich baby daddy when you a poor, broke baby mama. Trying to pin that bastard on Drake and he don't want it, never, baby. Trying to roast an old hoe that looks a little younger. Let's get that right. Then you young ass, tired ass, disease infested asshole. Bumping your head on the headboard one too many times thinking you could come for me. And acting like you a superstar rapper when you're still looking like a copper penny. Child, and old dusty penny too that's been left in the cup holder of an old school box Chevy. Stick it in a motherfucker gag on, just like your skin. These hoes was raised by Trina. Let's get this straight. Let me go on and get this off my chest.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Hopefully y'all can hear me through this mask. Alright, so she just put her in a coffin. That was Kaya cooking the dog shit out of Sexy Red. Sexy Red was online talking about she put out a lip gloss line. She put out a hold on, let me line this up properly. She put out a lip gloss line, and she had a lip gloss flavored that was cum, pause. She had chlamydia flavor. She had the worst. It was the weirdest shit. Man, I don't even want to describe it. We got to get into that video. But Kaya, she cooked her.
It's right quick before I let go. I'm about tired of y'all comparing me to these hoes. See, I said my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Not these niggas out here, these hoes out here in these streets. Right. I said my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack, and I still stood 10 toes down like a motherfucking queen. Hair still wrapped up like the first day. I ain't changed a bit. Okay? It's respect me. It's snatch the motherfucking cat back. It's don't trust no motherfucking nigga. Get your own shit. It's tell that nigga to hit the motherfucking door. You want to fuck these bitches. You want to fuck these hoes. It ain't eat no nigga's ass and suck no nigga's toes. Y'all hoes couldn't have grown up listening to me, because that ain't how the fuck I roll. I done been out here 25 years. Y'all ain't seen no pictures of my pussy, no videos of me sucking dick. My phone ain't never been stolen. Y'all ain't never seen me with no man, bitch. And I got a motherfucking husband. Y'all ain't never seen me do shit. Y'all ain't seen no husband, no children, no nigga I'm fucking, no nigga in the industry got no fucking me.
Stop making.
All right, so we had to cover what Kaya did when she was cooking Sexy Red and other women that pretty much came up under Trina's wing. She's putting that on Trina. She's like, hey, don't put that with me. Don't align that with me. They ain't even following me. That's not what I did. So she's not trying to be. She doesn't want to be affiliated with that in any regard, and I don't blame her. Because what Sexy Red has been doing is she's been doing the most dusty behavior of all time, literally. But let's get into this. This video is about the skits that we've been seeing. A lot of these videos have been irresponsibly reported as reality when they're skits. And I don't look at or condemn the people making skits. They're skits, they're trying to get clout, they're doing little things, but it's like the people that have news outlets, the blogs, irresponsibly reporting on these skits as if they're news and then leaving them up to YouTubers or people in my field of media that take the news and speak on what is actually known as news or facts and give our opinion on it. It fucks us over because it's not news, it's not facts, it's just a bunch of skits, people clout chasing. Let's get into this video.
In skits, we done had enough. Let 2023 be y'all last year with these stereotypical skits that y'all keep making that don't do any.
Can y'all hear me for real? Because I can't hear me. Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear me. Can we get these likes up, y'all? These likes are looking rather dusty. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get it. Happy Halloween to y'all.
Anything productive. They don't start any productive conversations. All they do is start a bunch of drama and fake gender wars between black women and black men. All it does is perpetuate stereotypes that's already going on online. All it does is give ammunition to whichever set of incels are trying to prove a point, whether or not it's the incels or the femcels. All you doing is giving them ammunition to use when they trying to prove a point about why the opposite is so horrible. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. So anytime the male incels got a problem with women, they gonna find one of these videos and these skits to be like, look, see, I told you, this is how black women is. And the same thing with black women. These femcels, they'll find one of these skits that make black men look bad. I told you all black men is like this.
And do you know what I do to those type of folks? I hit them with a...
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care.
Those incels that folks choose to listen to for no reason. This is why I agree with her message essentially, But it's about the framing from the content creators that act like these skits are reality. It's not the skits themselves that's the problem. It's the way the news frames it. We're gonna get into some of the reporting following this when it comes to the Breakfast Club, when it comes to the Shade Room, when it comes to the Neighborhood Talk, when it comes to all these blogs and mainstream media that are pushing these things as if they're news. This whole NBA player finds out his wife is doing OnlyFans is a whole skit. Joe Smith didn't find out via this video that was recorded against his will. This is absolute cap. This is just a marketing scheme. His wife is an ex-porn star. He knew that before marrying her. This is ridiculous. People are finding creative ways to try to raise outrage so they can market their products. Her following went up 100,000 because of this skit. And she's trying to market her OnlyFans. Congratulations. Folks are getting played. Folks are getting played.
I told you that's why I'm divest. Nobody cares, right? Keep it to yourself. Stop making these skits. Let this be y'all last year with these goofy, stupid skits that are unproductive for the community, don't serve a purpose, and is not really gaining you any following or positive attention. I don't even understand what the point is of y'all doing it for, right? But all it is starting a bunch of unnecessary drama online. Let it go.
Now, this is the thing. I essentially agree with a part of her point that these skits are causing unnecessary drama, but I don't begrudge the skit makers, and I don't even begrudge the audience as much as I begrudge the media companies that push this shit. Because the media companies are constantly pushing and perpetuating the dustiest of the dustiest to stir a gender war. Every morning you read a blog, it's some gender war steering fuckery. Did I say steering? I meant stirring.
He's found that his wife has been doing this.
Shit's stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just fine.
That's what I'm saying. If they say it's a skit, CJOJ, they're gonna ruin the marketing scheme. So they're gonna try to market it as whatever it is. It's the media outlets that keep. Yeah, it's the algorithm and it's the media outlets that keep using this. They're like, okay, these type of topics drive engagement. They make people have gender wars. There's a lot of comments, gets a lot of views, so they continuously do it. So everybody's actually at fault. The people that constantly engage in these things. Because listen to it. Before we get into this woman's complaining about incels get points and to be able to argue. It's like, why the fuck do you care about the opinion of incels online? You're talking about they use these skits for leverage to argue. Who the fuck cares about their opinion?
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
Right here.
All it does is perpetuate stereotypes that's already going on online. All it does is give ammunition to whichever set of incels are trying to prove a point.
Why do you care what incels are saying online? This is what I'm talking about. It's like folks are getting caught in this algorithmic rabbit hole where they're just constantly consuming things that make them pissed off or outraged, and they're listening to idiots validating their points. Who the fuck cares about some incel online talking shit about women? It's like the nigga ain't getting any, dusting it up, crying to us like we give a fuck.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Now let's get back into this. Damn it, man. Where does it start? I'm not disparaging her points. I'm just saying that a lot of it falls on the media outlets.
Bunch of unnecessary drama online. Let it go.
He's found that his wife has been doing this.
Shit's stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could have talked to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's...
First of all, this is terrible acting. Pay attention, y'all.
Fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, bro, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad when you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
Your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad.
Do you hear this crap? Oh, shit. Wrong button. Hold up, yo.
Stop the cap.
Do you hear this crap? My body, my choice. In a marriage. This is what they're doing. They do stuff like this purposely to draw attention and have people arguing back and forth to Jesus Christ. To get engagement. Jesus Christ. It's all to get engagement. They don't believe half of this shit. This shit is a skit. People are constantly going out sad because they're dusting it up. They need money. So they're marketing themselves, going out sad for OnlyFans revenue.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
Your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You
solution.
knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before.
This nigga's smiling. He's trying to hold in a smile. What are we talking about out here?
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
For solutions to shit. You not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You
solution.
knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
yeah,
we
before,
met. Yeah, I
and
knew
I
that.
thought that I would never have to go
Man,
back to
get out of
anything
here.
like
I knew
this
that
again.
beforehand,
But
but not,
unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously
Everything.
it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had
Obviously
to do
it
something.
hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I.
And what is this?
No, it had to. I had
Obviously
to do
it
something.
hasn't. You stood out there.
You see this name right here?
Who?
Kevin Wesley. Remember that name, Kevin Wesley. One of the top proprietors of this fake skit fuckery.
Showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What
You couldn't
disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had
so,
to find out on the fly.
all right then, but now, okay,
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay.
Stop the cap.
It's a total fabrication.
Okay. Whatever. I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
That's right, guys. 48-year-old Joe Smith has found out that his wife, Keisha Chavis, has been hiding an OnlyFans account from him. And this is interesting because they got married in 2018 and their wedding was televised on the reality TV show Say Yes to Dress Atlanta. But as you see, he's upset about it. He's pissed. And the reason is...
Yo, when they're saying he's upset about it, he's pissed, he's basically smiling and holding back a smile.
is she's justifying the fact that, you know what, I don't got no money. But listen to the arguments that she says. So she says this:
Sad music, I'm not doing it with anybody but myself. So why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my effing choice?
She also says this:
You act like that's the only thing I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the F?
Now, guys, you know me, I really don't know what's going on. This could be a skit.
You hear that? This could be a skit. He entertained it for a little bit, but he also said this shit could be a skit. And more people are catching on to things like this because this is a skit. And it's more of the media's fault. Not us in aggregate. More of the people that are like the blogs. I'm going to call it the names. The Shade Rooms, the Neighborhood Talk, Baller Alert, No Jumper. A bunch of blogs that post these things as if they're news. And they run the story and they run the narrative as if they're news. And a lot of these are skits. And what they actually do is exactly what the girl said in the beginning when she was talking about they just perpetuate negative stereotypes. They have folks arguing back and forth. It causes all sorts of unnecessary drama just for clicks, views, and engagement. This is fake. They marketed this whole video to get attention for the OnlyFans. He knows that she was an ex-porn star. She did porn before he married her. This is Joe Smith, ex-NBA player. He played for the Warriors before he went out to what? Philadelphia. And he ended up pretty much being a bust. A bust. So his career went down the drain. He doesn't seem like he's generating any revenue. So she's on OnlyFans. They just did this as a marketing ploy. Everybody's trying to throw their relationship out there so people can have these deep conversations and they keep going viral so they can market whatever product they're marketing. A lot of these folks are constantly going out sad, but they don't give a shit about their name because they're selling out. It is what it is.
It could be something that they're trying to go ahead on and promote her OnlyFans. I don't know. But Joe Smith has had a lot of financial challenges. He don't have the money he used to have, and he's a shell of himself. I mean, he's a disappointment as far as his NBA career. He made the wrong choice when he went back to Philly and left Golden State.
Morning, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so watch how The Breakfast Club reports on this. And they have, who is this? This is a housewife of Potomac. Let me text my girl. Who the hell is this girl again?
It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Giselle Bryant here.
Oh, there we
our
go.
guest co-host.
Yeah, Giselle.
Good morning.
Now, if you're just joining us, we were talking about Joe Smith. Now, what happened with Joe Smith?
Well, he decided that he had a problem with his wife, who we think might have formerly been a stripper. We're not sure. It's alleged. Because she decided to open up an OnlyFans page.
Now, this is The Breakfast Club, y'all. They have a guest host. This is The Breakfast Club, a nationally syndicated radio show, all right? We don't know if she was a stripper, allegedly. What are we doing out here? What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
She's an ex-porn star. How do I know that and most of the people know that, but you don't know that? And you're reporting on The Breakfast Club for them. What are we doing out here?
She's making her own money. He had no idea. He found out. Probably one of his boys called him and told him. And he got an issue with it. And I understand that. Because they're married and they should have this discussion. She should have asked him, hey, babe, you want to join me on OnlyFans? You want to do it together? There should have been a discussion. And there was no family discussion. And he has a problem.
Well, to see, the thing with OnlyFans, people automatically assume OnlyFans is sex, but it doesn't have to be sex.
Yeah, she might be on there cooking.
Yeah, she might be on there cooking.
Stop the cap.
What are we doing out here? Cooking what?
It could be a host of different things, but I will say this: they should have had a conversation first, right?
Absolutely.
Just don't surprise me with an OnlyFans and say this is my OnlyFans, right?
Especially if you're on there busting it open.
Right.
But we don't know if she was. And like you're right, OnlyFans has a negative stigma, but everybody on there now busting it open. So I would have to know what she's on there doing first and foremost. Second, not much you can say if you're not bringing home any money. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? There is much you can say.
I mean, you can.
You're still in a relationship, regardless. It doesn't matter.
You can, but she's really hustling. I would hope she's hustling for y'all at that point.
It seems
you know
like
what I mean?
Do you hear this shit? Ain't nothing you could say if you ain't bringing home any money.
But I would hope she's hustling for the household. So, yes, it should be a conversation depending on what you're doing on OnlyFans. But third, the biggest issue to me is that why would you record us having a conversation about what's going on in our house? Why would you record this disagreement and post it on social media for the world to see? Now you got all this.
Now, this is The Breakfast Club feeding into the video as if it is reality. As if it's not a stunt. As if it wasn't a skit to promote it. This is the media right now.
Negative energy, all these strangers chiming in on our life. That would piss me off more than OnlyFans.
Right.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm not mad at the recording. I'm mad that she put it out. Because sometimes you need proof because your spouse sometimes doesn't want to admit to the things that he has said. So I like a little proof.
What?
What?
Hey, yo, okay, so this is some toxic shit. So you're just going to sneak record people because you want proof that they said something. Proof for what? Who are you taking the proof for? You're going to prove it to who? You're going to share it with your friends and be like, hey, this motherfucker said this, so you have more people to gang up on the motherfucker. Like, what part of the game is that? Man.
recording. I'm mad that she put it out. Because sometimes you need proof because your spouse sometimes doesn't want to admit to the things that he has said.
Mm-hmm. If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
So I like a little proof in-house. You're having issues with that wig. Something's happening with it.
It looks so stupid. It looks so stupid. Ric Flair it was blonde, not white.
You look stupid and you didn't even got a costume on.
No, you look
explain
stupid.
yourself.
You look stupid.
But you know, the truth to the matter is, I agree with that. I don't even know if I would want my wife recording me though. Like, why are you recording me?
Because sometimes you say things and you're lying, and I need proof that you're lying.
That just feel like a lack of trust. I feel like you. And nowadays,
Yep, that's a lack of trust, and this is the problem. You have folks like this espousing this rhetoric, giving advice in relation to a fake-ass skit that they're promoting and marketing, and then you're giving terrible advice for the masses to digest. What is this?
And they just feel like you're trying to set me up. You're gonna record me just so you can post me online.
Yeah,
like, I don't like that.
I don't like the recording either.
Because think about that, we already got to deal with that kind of in our regular everyday lives. So you imagine having to deal with that at home?
Yeah,
oh my God.
I don't like the recording.
Very true.
Yeah. What part of the game is that? Your relationship in your home's supposed to be a safe space, but you're being recorded maliciously so someone could put that out. We're now speaking about Giselle's idea. Because the tape, what we reacting to with the Joe Smith thing, that's clearly fake. That's a skit. That's a problem with all these skits being propagated to the masses. But her points and her talking points in relation to the skit, we gotta throw these things the fuck out, man. These talking points need to get the hell out of here.
I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
But if she's bringing home the bacon and he has no money coming in, she's bringing, yes, his conversation, his tone, his demeanor needs to be changed.
Once again, terrible talking point. What are we doing out here, ma'am? What the hell are we doing out here? Okay, so she makes the money, so he can't even question her. Okay, so let's play on this if this is a real skit now. The skit's real. He's not making the money, she's making OnlyFans money. He has to shut his bitch ass up, and she gets to do what she wants to do without even a conversation or permission because he's no longer a man because he's not making the money.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
You ain't making no money, sir. You no longer have your nuts. She's gonna do whatever the fuck she wanna do. Yeah, the mask got hot. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. Ew, fuck Halloween, nigga. What the hell? Why am I even doing this shit? This shit fucking up my braid up and shit. Hey, yo.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Got me complaining out here. Let's get it.
No,
Bring it down 8 notches.
I don't think that at all. I think we need to have a discussion. Just don't create an OnlyFans and be like, babe, this is what I'm doing. No, let's have a discussion. Hey, babe, finances are tight. We need money now. What do you think about an OnlyFans? Let's have a discussion.
We also basing this off very limited information.
That's true.
Because we don't know what's on her OnlyFans.
Well, he's not going to be mad if she's cooking. He's not going to be mad
That's
if she's
facts.
showing her toes.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't know what she on there doing, so you can't sit there and say his tone ain't warranted. I don't know.
Right. Well, let's
Stop the cap.
I'm not even gonna feed into this. This is ridiculous. It's not even real. It's not even real. We're talking about how much respect the man should get, and this is the problem. I shouldn't even have done this hypothetically because this is the problem. This is what their aim is to do: get people to feed into this stuff. Okay, so you're a millionaire. You're on money. You're sitting on your. I don't even know how much money he was sitting on to even evaluate this, but I'm sure he has savings, investments. And he was doing a private tutoring of kids playing the game, learning how to play the game. So he had a revenue stream of some sort. I don't know, man. Let's get back into this.
open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. And by the way, the OnlyFans of my feet, that's not mine. I just want to put that out there. That is not mine. I've been trying to stop it for the longest time. It is the OnlyFans of my feet.
This is his way of promoting it. Why? Like, who brought that up? Nobody brought that up.
I don't even know who brought it up.
Who brought that up?
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Kalisa. Good morning, y'all.
Hey, Kalisa. Good morning.
So my take on it is, old girl did wrong. She should have spoken to her husband because that is her husband. He is not no boyfriend. He is not no side piece. They are one. So she should have spoken to him, and she should not have recorded. Like, I can imagine my husband record me or I record him. They're like, oh, they cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Oh, she's trying to murder him. Like, it's just, you don't do that. And on top of that, because I could, my husband even sometimes he'll look at a bill coming in the mail and he'll be like, "Oh, baby, go and get those masks now. We're gonna have to get some OnlyFans to pay this dang bill." And I be saying, it'll be a joke to us, you know. But she should never did that, though. She should never did that.
That's the biggest issue to me, man. Recording our disagreement and putting it online for the world to see. That's bigger than the OnlyFans to me.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, it's Sonia.
Hey, Sonia. Good morning. What's your thought?
What?
Okay. What was that? Someone joined the club? What? All right, let's just get back into this.
What?
She's wrong. I think now that she put it on social media, she's going to be drawing in even more money, but this is ground for divorce. Don't put my business out on Front Street like that.
That's real.
I agree with that.
But,
you violate
but
the
what
trust
took
completely.
me, right, what took the cake, though, was that she said, you knew who I was before this. Okay, exactly. Bye.
Damn.
There's the door.
Damn.
But he's going
Thank you,
nowhere
Mama.
because he's unemployed.
I mean, he's still an ex-NBA player that has a lot of knowledge, so he can get a job. I mean, whether it's coaching high school, and he's
Yo, Giselle just comes through like she's just on some men-hating vendetta. Like she's just trying to shit on the man. Oh, he ain't broke, he ain't providing. Get him out of here. He has no right to talk. He can't even question her X, Y, and Z. It's like, relax, ma'am, relax. All this gender war shit you're bringing to the radio, relax, ma'am. You're sounding bitter as fuck.
a good dude.
And it's a skit. Y'all are propagating fuckery. This is intentional marketing for the goddamn OnlyFans. She's an ex-porn star. He's not outraged that she's on OnlyFans. They planned this to get the bag. What are we doing out here? We're doing their work.
Will Smith is a good dude. So
Okay.
By the way, nobody said he's broke. I didn't read that he was broke. I read that he
I read that he's doing private lessons in Atlanta.
That's entrepreneurship.
We don't know what the company is called. We don't know who you working with.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
She's definitely hating. It's private training. You're not going to have all this information with private training from an NBA player. Holy.
I read that he's doing private lessons in Atlanta.
That's entrepreneurship.
We don't know what the company is called. We don't know who you working with. We don't know anything. That sounds very much like it's not happening.
Damn. Nah, I think he is doing private lessons. But I would say this: if my kid was playing basketball, I would prefer my kid to do training with an ex-NBA player that's been there, that's done it, that's actually played in the NBA, that's been through the ranks. So I would definitely want my son to get coached by somebody like a Joe Smith.
Honestly, I just forgot who the hell was talking just now.
All due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear
We
that.
don't want you recommending anybody, DJ Envy. You just recommended Cesar Pina.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Trying to finesse all these folks out here. I just remembered who was talking. Why is DJ Envy still here? iHeartMedia, what are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? Talking about you, I would recommend. We don't care who you would recommend, my nigga. You would recommend somebody that's gonna finesse the community, time and time again. But we're supposed to be listening to you, man. What are we doing out here?
And your name would be on his roster.
Yo, this is proof that RT the brand is just a contrarian. My nigga, you come here to say the opposite of everything. You would take Envy's recommendations, my nigga. You would be down 300,000 to 1 point whatever million, whatever the range of investments these folks had. You'd be down that bread. What are we talking about out here? Sometimes I read your comments, RT. I'm like, he's in Skip Bayless mode, just natural contrarian.
Envy's son, I coach. We didn't hear any names.
Damn,
I used to love playing with Maryland. Remember that video game, Coach K? Remember Coach K college basketball?
Oh yeah.
Maryland was a problem on that video game. That was my favorite team to play with.
That was back when you were George Washington. Back in those years?
What the hell is you talking about?
800-585-1051. If you just joined us, we're talking about Joe Smith and his wife. Now, there was a conversation online where she recorded and she was telling him that she started an OnlyFans and he was very upset about it. Let's discuss when we come back. It's The Breakfast.
But like, I want to show like my earlobes or not my toes, but like my heels. The heels to my feet are very smooth.
I wasn't talking about what you do on OnlyFans. I mean,
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
What the hell are we talking about? The heels to my what?
You have this conversation with your husband.
I am just giving you context.
Okay, all right.
NB.
All right.
Yes, I would not do anything like that without telling my husband. Absolutely, because I wouldn't want him. I always approach things. I don't want you doing it to me.
Correct.
So I would want, if you're going to do that, I want you to tell me first. We're going to have a conversation, and I definitely wouldn't. What do you call it? Not video. Record the conversation. I'm not that tech savvy. I probably would hit the wrong button. So I wouldn't do any of those things.
Okay. Charlamagne?
About her OnlyFans? That's what you're asking me?
Yeah.
I gotta see what's on it first and foremost. Like I don't know. Like she could, like I said, like we talked about earlier, she could be cooking.
Would you mind if your wife was on OnlyFans?
Depends what she's on there doing.
It depends what she's doing.
You know, and it depends what the type of we would have to have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? But it would just really depend on what she was on there doing.
Stop the cap.
Lie! It's a total fabrication.
Now you know you're lying, bro. You know y'all would not want your wives on OnlyFans. Y'all know what the negative stigma that comes with OnlyFans. If you wanted a direct service app where it's like the money's coming straight to you, a paywall like that, and they're selling a service that's not sexual, they would get a Patreon. They would get their own website. They would get something where they can do their direct to consumer sales without having it on Patreon. You would not have that. This is very disingenuous conversations going on right here.
And it would throw me for a loop because my wife ain't even that type of person. Like she don't even like that kind of attention. So now all of a sudden, why do you want to be on OnlyFans?
Right.
You know. But as she said to Joe, I was who I was before I got here, and you knew that.
What's going on?
Okay.
Hello, who's this?
What up, dog? This is Cliff from Detroit.
What up, Doe? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts, bro?
Man, I agree with Charlamagne 100%. What's wrong with this low-frequency woman right here? Why would you invite the whole world and impede this man's mental health like this? Look, man, I said this on the show yesterday. We got to stop letting material items steal our soul. But Buddy got his wake-up call, though, you know? You got to choose these women carefully. She told him, this is who I was from the beginning. So to all the males out there in the listening sound of my voice, do not let the behind and the rat choose your woman for you, man. Let her character choose her, because that's the one that's going to be wiping your butt when you can't wipe your butt at the end of the life, man. That's
Absolutely.
Okay, that's very judgmental. That's very judgmental.
But he makes a good point. Because, man, the other thing I would say, too, Instagram ain't wiping your butt either when it's all said and done. Facebook ain't wiping your butt either.
This girl said that's very judgmental. When he told people to judge the quality of character of the woman, not just her face and her butt, she said, oh, that's very judgmental. What are we doing out here? Yo, this is what I'm talking about. Yo, someone get this girl out of here, man.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
Hold up. Yeah, she was giving examples about what she would do with her husband. You don't got a man. You don't got a husband. I had to text my girl to make sure. Because it's like, what are we talking about out here? I remember her being single and dusting it up. Nonetheless, man, we're just listening to the wrong people sometimes when they want to give relationship advice based on a fake skit to promote an OnlyFans. I know some of y'all were lost. I don't know how you were lost. We're speaking about fake skits that are going on. This Joe Smith skit, it's fake. They're doing it to market the OnlyFans, to raise outrage, because they know that outrage drives engagement, drives views. We're gonna skip across this this conversation because this is actually pointless. We're gonna get into some more fake skits that are being spoken about. They're trending. They're creating conversations. And it's just funny with Giselle because the man could be a millionaire. He goes broke, and the second goes not broke, but relatively broke, down on his last, whatever the hell he's apparently down on. And all of a sudden the man deserves zero respect in the relationship. I would hate to be with a woman like her. You got to cling on to your money for dear life. The second you go near dusting it up, she is disrespecting you. You don't have a say. You're getting stomped on. Jesus Christ.
We're going to talk about GZ and what he's doing.
Okay.
We got things to discuss.
All right, we'll do that all when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club on BE.
It's hard out here. And you talking about, oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How? How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You know.
What more do you want from me?
All right, so this apparently is another skit. Bro can't be serious. The man said, "I'm making $14 an hour. What more do you want from me?" Type shit. Like, are you? This can't be serious. This is what I'm talking about. These type of skits and discussions. There's no way this is real. There's no way that this is real.
Man, you gotta do 100%. How? How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect?
That's what you call winning? A nigga's nuts in your face? Man, I need to see what you call losing.
$14 an hour.
You know, you still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man?
Listen, y'all. That's not minimum wage in my city. That's beneath minimum wage. So when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, okay, what city do you live in? What state do you live in? What is the minimum wage of your state? How does that relate to your state? Because that sounds yikes, man.
Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you. Because I understand that it is hard out here. But we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have...
Stop the cap.
Now, this is the video in its entirety. Who are you? This is from a YouTube page. I should have got the damn YouTube page. But who are you to him? What is this conversation? Can we preface this with a little insight to the situation so we know that it's real? Because this, to me, is another fake-ass skit to propagate these problems, these fake problems to have these discussions online. Because these discussions online are creating problems that people don't have in real life. So they're taking these dusty-ass conversations and they're bringing them into people's real-world problems because people watch these things for entertainment.
To go hard. Now, give me one moment. I've been in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I stayed in my lane. I lived where I lived. My woman didn't work. She nurtured to the children till I got this. And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. Do what you need to do so you can feed your woman, and while she's nurturing the children, she can also nurture your dreams and your goals. Now you can be successful. Now you don't have to say, I'm working for $15. Now you can say, I got employees that I'm paying that's working for me for $15. I'm trying to elevate you, but men get so caught up in their emotions and their pride, and the first thing you want to do is feel attacked. Get the wisdom.
This is coming from a rich man.
But right now you're acting triggered. But right now you're acting triggered.
But this is coming from a rich man.
How did I get here?
Yeah.
But how do I give you? And I'm giving you the steps. This is, if you put down your ego, if you put down your pride, brother, am I saying anything wrong? I'm saying men should be men.
But you saying we not men. You saying we not men.
Brother, any man that makes an excuse can't be a man completely. You can be a male. A man comes with responsibilities, and it's hard. To be a man, it's hard, brother. It's not easy. That's why the respect you want from your woman that you don't get, I get from mine.
My woman respect me.
Hold on.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
Yeah,
you think she has she ever raised her voice at you?
No.
Does she cook for you every night,
Of
brother?
course.
So she respects you, cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house, and you got her working 16 hours a day. That sounds like slavery.
No, it's not.
Brother, you... You You got her cooking every
I
night.
don't have her doing anything. She does it because she wants to. We in the trenches together.
The trenches together?
That's what we in.
Brother, do you know anything about emotional abuse?
Explain it.
Emotional abuse is when you pour all your hurt and pain onto a woman, and just because you can't see her scars, you think it's okay. If I had a conversation with your woman, she'll probably start crying. They tired. They not built to go through what they're going through with you. She didn't choose you to struggle.
But again, who are you to say that?
Brother, a brother that loves you and get.
Honestly, I hope y'all can see their faces and their facial expression. There is no part of this conversation that is reality. This is just a skit. This man right here is a terrible actor. He has this dumbass smirk the entire time. They're trying to make him look like a bum with the Jim Jones braids. You can't even see the parts because they're so stale. This nigga showed up in a bunch of like shorts, like he's wearing some house clothes or something. This nigga got the Adidas jumpsuit. It's like I don't even understand what's going on here. This is not reality. These videos are being used for the gender war talking points. Oh, you're not a man. You're just working a basic job and you think you could just come home and blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, you're not realistically chest out saying you work 14 hours or you make $14 an hour, work a regular shift, no overtime, no aspirations, and that's enough for your woman who's doing all these things. You're not seriously saying that. This is not reality.
And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. If you put yourself in a position, right, you work. If you have to get 2 jobs, you grind, allow your woman to do what she does in the home. If you have a business idea, you have her nurture that, hey, baby, it's going to be a little hard for the next 2 years. But if we move like this, we're going to be good. You keep saying, who am I to tell you this? A man that's been in your position. A man that has risen above your circumstances. And I'm coming back down to say, this is what you do. You're not a man until you move like this. Most males will die, never experience what it feels to be a man and to be complete respected by his women and children because he didn't step into that true king place. What it feels to be a man and to be complete respected by his women and children.
Yeah. What do you mean women? We get multiple wives now? We get respected by his women. Plural. Huh, interesting.
Children, because he didn't step into that true king place. Brother, it's hard. I understand. It's difficult.
But do you understand though?
Brother,
do you understand?
Brother, if I didn't understand, I wouldn't.
There's no way possible you could understand.
Oh, praise.
No way.
Why do you think that, brother?
Look at you. You on the net flashy. Yeah, man. You're not a man if you're not going 100. Your woman don't love you because you not paying 100% of your bills.
She can't.
Dang, who's to say that?
Brother, you will never.
Meso Carib, you said, is the lesson men are to learn from the skit is that men cannot act? Bad message.
Know what it feels like to truly experience your woman until you're able to remove.
Are you with my woman?
Brother.
Are you with my woman, brother?
Brother,
are you with my woman?
Brother, listen.
Exactly.
I almost called you a woman.
You got your woman, I got mine, brother.
Brother, right now, you're dealing in high emotions. You're not even allowing me to finish my sentence,
For
brother.
what? You finished your sentence.
Bro, do you like Chinese food?
No.
Do you like chicken?
No.
So you don't like nothing?
No.
Now, in this scene, he's supposed to act like he's emotional about the line of questioning and him questioning the fact that his woman is happy, but he still has the same goofy-ass smirk he had from the beginning. What are we doing out here? This has to be some of the worst acting ever.
Let the rules. Let me give you a gem, right? It's a gem, brother, please. And may you take this with a divine understanding heart. Because I know how sometimes when we get triggered, we can't hear the love in a message because we feel triggered, we feel ashamed. But I'm saying this, if you truly love your woman, right?
All right, so this is why this is some nasty work, y'all. This is some filthy work out here.
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
This line right here.
Triggered, we can't hear the love in a message.
Sometimes when we're triggered, we can't hear the love in a message. My nigga, you guys are mic'd up, sitting in front of a camera while you disparage his situation, dusting it up, making $14 an hour and making his wife slave away, and he's trying to act cool with it because that's the talking points that you guys are trying to provide for the public. You are trying to provide ammunition for the feminists on their side, the way the girl said in the beginning, the way that woman articulated in the beginning. These skits do that. 26-23. I'm coming right back because this point right here
don't serve a purpose and it's not really gaining you any following or positive attention. I don't even understand what the point is of y'all doing it for, right? But all it is starting a bunch of unnecessary drama online. Let it go.
Those type of videos talk about men earning average wages and being complacent or content with it. This is below average. But it basically starts the conversation of, oh, men always need to be doing more. These women are going to be mad that these men are doing. It's these dumbass gender war conversations, and it's not reflective of reality. So I don't even want to get into it to expound on it because it's all foolishness. It really is.
So triggered, we feel ashamed. But I'm saying is, if you truly love your woman, right? If you truly care for her, all I'm saying is go hard for her.
If you were saying this message from a place of love and this was real and this wasn't some camera fuckery to propagate the gender wars, you wouldn't be having this conversation mic'd up sitting in front of a camera. You as the boss that you are that has employees that can provide opportunities would help this motherfucker out and give him the game. You wouldn't be doing this shit embarrassing him and his family on camera. All these videos are just nasty work. I think folks need to really start thinking about the things that they start taking in online day after day and thinking that this is reflective of reality and this is what's going on. It's like it is really just having folks lost in the sauce out here.
And you going hard for her won't last. I know some brothers might be like, I live here, my rent's $1,400. I live here, my rent's $2,000. I live here, my rent's $5,000. I understand. But how would you be living if you didn't have that woman? All I'm saying is if she loves you and you love her, go hard for her. And then you say, baby, look, I'm going to go hard. You stay home. You nurture the children. You nurture the company. I'm going to focus on bringing in this money. So if you're playing your position and she's playing her position, you won't be struggling for too long. And I'm coming from a place of love, but most men have never been loved by a man.
What I'm hearing you say is overwork myself until I'm dead. I can't know.
Stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
Struggling for too long. And I'm coming from a place of love, but most men have never been loved by a man.
Stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
I feel weird in a room with some random stranger saying some weird shit like that. What do you mean you never been loved by a man? It's like, my nigga, I have a father. What the fuck are we talking about out here? What kind of weird ass past? You know what?
What I'm hearing you say is overwork myself until I'm dead. I can't know.
Nah, I'm just being immature. Let's get it, y'all.
No longer enjoy this woman. That's what you're saying.
Is your family worth that?
That's what you're saying.
Is your family worth going to war for?
Of course.
So, brother, you taking on another job to provide for your family's every need.
But if I continue to work like that, I won't be able to enjoy my family.
Man, brother, your family wasn't created for your enjoyment. They were created for you to lead them and guide them to be in a better position than you. This is for your lineage, not just for your personal emotions right now. And sometimes as men, we feel neglected. Sometimes as men, we feel neglected.
You're a funny guy. You know why? You're a funny guy.
Oh, praise.
Because at the end of the day, it's a family. You know, we supposed to be together, laugh, smile, pray together.
Oh, praises.
Not me overwork myself till I have a heart attack.
But who's supposed to sacrifice?
What do you mean?
Who sacrifices for the family can strive, brother.
I'm already sacrificing.
What's that?
What do you mean?
8 hours? While your woman is sacrificing 8 hours, coming home, having sex with you, cleaning, cooking, taking care of the children.
I don't make my woman do anything that she does, brother.
What you mean? You don't have to. It's in a woman to make sure that her man
and if she said she didn't want to cook today, I'm going to say, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, brother.
So again, who are you to tell me I'm not a man because I'm not going 100%?
What do you consider a man?
What do you mean?
What is a man to you?
A man that gets...
What?
Yo, I'm about to fast forward this skit, man. This.
Gets up, goes to work. A woman that gives his woman what he can.
Wait, what?
What?
Going 100%.
What do you consider a man?
What do you mean?
What is a man to you?
A man that gets up, goes to work. A woman that gives his woman.
A woman that gives his woman.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Man, because I'm not going 100%.
What do you consider a man?
What do you mean?
What is a man to you?
A man that gets up, goes to work. A woman that gives his woman what he can. Provides for his family what he can.
Okay. But that doesn't sound like a man. That sounds like a boy trapped in a man's body because a man doesn't make excuses. We don't do what we can. We do what we want. We don't do what we can. We do what we want.
At, brother?
We do not, brother. We do not do what we can. We do what we want. Well, we are a reflection of God, brother. A man is a reflection of God.
Correct.
A man does for his family what he wants. A man puts in real work. A man wakes up just to serve God and his family, brother.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
And for you to die for your family tired is a privilege.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Yes, brother.
When you get paid,
oh, praises,
and you paying 100%, what do you do for yourself,
brother?
What do you do for yourself, brother?
Brother, when you have a wife and you're taking care of this great woman, because you chose her.
Correct.
So you're going to choose a great wife. You're not going to choose a evil wife unless you're an evil man. And when you're doing for this woman 100%, guess what this good, loving, nurturing woman going to do for you? She going to nurture you 100%. Now she's more softer, brother. Your food tastes better because it's filled with love. You're not looking at your woman tired. You're not looking at your woman crying because she's exhausted. You're seeing your woman smiling and having the patience, the divine understanding to play with and be with the children.
Shout out to Stay Gold Radio with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Wait, is that Brother Jumbie? Yeah, shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $5 super chat. Hold on, let me pull this super chat up. Now the Tubi niggas giving relationship advice. What in the BET uncut is going on here? Why he trying to love that man so hard dressed like 96 Diddy? That's what I'm talking about. This nigga's like, you never been loved by a man before. It's like, my nigga, what are we talking about? See, I thought I was being immature when I hit the pause.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Like, what part of the game is this? These skits are dusty, man. Like, who's really believing these dusty-ass skits? They gotta stop this shit.
She's not impatient, brother. So all I'm saying is I understand your frustration because I know it's hard out here for men. I understand it. But you gotta become more stronger and more harder than your circumstances. So if one job isn't taking care of your family, get another one. And if that one doesn't take care of your family, get another one. And then tell your wife, this is the plan, baby. I'm gonna go hard for 2 years, 3 years, but this is the plan. And if we execute this, if you nurture this correctly with the knowledge and information that I give you, we'll be successful when we get out of this situation. So again, brother, I'm just a man that loves you, and majority of us men have never had fathers. And if we did have fathers, they weren't strong, brother. We've never seen our mothers love correctly. So we're repeating what we've seen. We've seen women go hard for so long. We believe it's in their nature to go hard. The queen should never be in the battlefield.
But you're still in no place to say that a man is not a man because he's not paying 100%.
So what do you consider that, brother? Because a man is a provider.
Of course he is.
A provider 100%, brother. You can't do 50% of your job and tell me that you're a provider. You're trying to provide. So you're trying to be.
Do you hear this? These fake ass skits lead into these red pill talking points. Men have to provide and protect. So in 2023, you're not a man if you don't pay 100% of the bills while your woman is a stay-at-home wife. So she doesn't have no control, no say. She has to be a stay-at-home wife, and if not that, you're not a man. What part of the game is that? And they use extremes because these type of skits are so dusty that they use extremes to make this guy clearly not giving all. He said he's not giving 100% of his effort. He says he's content working a $14 job and a $14 an hour job, while his wife does her job and does all the cooking and the cleaning. They present somebody in their dustiest form with no effort, just content in it. Then they got this fake ass millionaire propositioning this guy to make his wife a stay-at-home wife while he works double the jobs instead of just focusing on getting a higher salary job. This whole thing is just... Brina West says, what is the purpose of this? Who is it supposed to trigger? It's supposed to trigger somebody. There's conversations in the manosphere about this video already. It's taken place a few days ago. People are outraged about this. I'm like, what is there to do with this? These are just ridiculous talking points on both sides. You're not less of a man if you're in a relationship and your woman pays anything. You're not less of a man if she works at all. That's ridiculous. It's 2023 and these niggas is trying to put these olden day rules on life. It's like that's not life. Women are getting educated, they're getting their PhDs, they're going to school for careers. So not every man is gonna have a stay-at-home wife while they're this high-value man. Like, what are we doing out here?
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
And everybody knows $14 an hour on a basic job, on a basic salary is not good enough to raise your kids and your wife. And nobody should be content with that. That's just common sense. This is just extremes on both sides of just idiocy.
So what do you think about 70-30? Since 50-50 is an issue.
Brother, do you need your woman to provide for you 30% of the time? Or are you that, excuse my language, are you that weak of a man that you can't provide for your family?
So once again, I'm not a man and I'm weak because I'm not paying 100%.
Brother.
It's hard out here, brother.
Brother, what man says it's hard?
The ones that know it is.
The ones that, so what about the men that are taking care of their women? What separates you from this man?
They're just at that point already.
They're at that
So
point
when I'm
already.
at that point, guess what? It's a different story.
Are you striving to take care of your woman 100%?
Who's to say I'm not?
I'm asking.
But
are
you can't say I'm not.
Oh, praises.
You're there saying,
Are
oh
you-
yeah, man.
Brother,
you gotta pay. I'm striving for it.
Are you striving?
I'm striving for it.
So you're not the brothers I'm talking about.
But it seemed like you
I'm
just
talking
on
about-
every brother.
Brother, I'm talking about the men.
You on every brother.
Man, all praise.
Now, this is what it comes down to. RT the brand actually says something that I agree with. He says, I think he deserves respect as a man regardless of how much he makes. This is the thing. And this is where people have to make the distinction. When you're in the dating market and you're a man and you're single and you tell a woman you're making $14 an hour and you're content with that, you're going to have to live with the results, and the results are going to end up being dusty. They're probably not going to respect you coming to them with that bullshit. If you already have a woman, you already have a wife, she chose you, you chose her, she can't just arbitrarily choose to disrespect you or treat you with no respect based on your wage. Y'all are together. So that's like ridiculous.
Just do it to the Most High, man.
You know, you seen Menace to Society, right? Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit, Sharif.
At that point, if she has an issue, she can leave. She can be like, I'm not living this dusty life. She can put pressure to make you make more. Be like, listen, we need more earnings. We need a better life. But to try to just take away the respect, because that's ridiculous. That's the toxic shit Giselle was talking about in the beginning of the relationship, or the beginning of the reaction.
You know, sometimes, brother, you know, we just got to give all praise due to the Most High and be mindful of some of the things that come out of our mouths. So if I offended you in any way, shape, or form, I apologize. But, brother, a man is one that can uplift his family as a whole, or is striving like yourself to do that. I'm talking about the men that are comfortable living off of women. And most men are triggered because they gotten comfortable allowing women to provide for them, brother. They're not looking for wives. They're looking for mother figures. And the sad part, our women are the ones that turn these men the way they are. But why do they do that? Because they've never had a strong man to lead and guide them into the right direction, bro.
Now look at this. Look at this. After we witness that skit, we get no insight to anything but this. The world's greatest rejuvenation.com. Link in the bio.
I've seen him do it.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
Now let's move on to this fake skit. Y'all realize that I held off on this. Everybody and their grandma reacted to this bullshit. You remember these folks? I held off on this. I'm like, yo, this shit seems sus as fuck. This shit seems fake as hell. The first time I seen in the comments, one of my niggas was saying something. I'm like, y'all keep falling for this fake ass skit. I'm like, oh, one of my niggas know. He was in the comments, got like 70 something likes. I'm like, this is a fake ass skit. I didn't believe this for a second. But now we're gonna react to it.
Here we go.
And this is the guy, Kevin Wesley. He is the guy propagating a lot of fuckery. Now we have a file on this motherfucker. There is a file in the Discord on Kevin Wesley. I have to go through a lot of files and a lot of information because I've been kind of inundated with information in regards to this feller. So I have to comb through it and make sure everything is 100%. But yeah, shout out to Lee.
Nothing. I'm just talking to my girls. Okay. Tell them I said hi. Yeah. Whew. Right. Let me just get the door for you. Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Look at you're recording me?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Cap.
Now, where did his name pop up? That Kevin Wesley popped up in this video as well. And I seen that and I'm like, mark it. That was earlier in the video. Ah, fuck it, I lost it. Who the fuck cares? Man, this shit is fake as fuck, man. The acting in this is questionable as well. They had an interview following it with the person that's propagating all these fake ass skits.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
Now you expect the man. Why are you speaking in these red pill online talking points? Now you expect the man to do X, Y, and Z. No, you expect me to do X, Y, and Z with this camera in my face. This is not a realistic conversation, folks.
Okay. So yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
At the
went
Cheesecake
into this
Factory?
date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you.
Why are y'all both looking in the screen trying to convince folks? This nigga's talking like a politician. I went in there to ensure the medical services. I came in there to ensure that the folks, the citizens of the country, were safe. And like, what are we doing out here?
I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty
and then,
Cheesecake
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on a first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know.
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like, even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know
and
you.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay.
When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
Again. I don't
we're
know
not there
yet.
Okay.
Stop the cap.
Why are y'all not engaging in a conversation with yourselves? Why are you committing to this phone conversation for the public? What type of first date is this? Recording everything on the first date. This is not even like a toxic relationship that Giselle was talking about. Oh, you might say something and I need evidence for later. That type of toxic bullshit she was talking about earlier in the stream. This is a first date. You're whipping out the phone. You're trying to convince who? Who do you suspect is on the other side of this film when you're on a first date that you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to the Cheesecake Factory anymore? Who does this? What part of the game is this? And then you end up on an interview the following day together on a failed first date?
And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my planner, where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you. But
what type of reality show acting is this? What do you mean no? I know he didn't, and then you're looking at the camera. This is what the young lady was talking about at the beginning of the reaction. You're propagating the negative stereotypes. Oh, this is how black women are going to be on the first date. They're just going to... Man, this shit is ridiculous. And then, yo, hold on, y'all.
Yesterday and this morning, that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m., right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, you know, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Which I'm still willing to do. I would have been. But...
Now you're completing the talking point, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. You should not have this attitude. You shouldn't be questioning it. You should be happy with the place that we're going. These are both sides of the talking points. This is the stereotypical women's side representing this. Oh, we should be able to go a nice place. You should be able to do this. You should be chivalrous. You should be putting up with all of my bullshit. And then it is the man. Oh, the woman's always giving me a hard time, X, Y, and Z. She should just be submissive to what I got planned. She was an hour late. How dare she give me attitude? This is just the bullshit to feed the gender war. That's all it is. This is not a real date. Why are y'all looking in the camera trying to convince us? Why is she doing cutaways like it's like That's So Raven and she's talking to the screen or something? Like, what the fuck is going on out here?
If we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
and waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know,
No.
equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you
just
don't
said-
understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
What?
Okay, so it's his fault that you apparently overdressed for the Cheesecake Factory, wearing a dress that's probably more fitting for the club or something, but you, like, what are we doing out here?
There's nothing wrong.
I will die. That's
Okay.
embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for a date. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just
Now, this skit was supposed to illustrate a man standing on his standards and not dealing with the bullshit of a quote-unquote modern woman. That's what this skit is supposed to symbolize. Listen to what the man says to him during the interview following this.
want to call it a night? I mean,
Yeah.
isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
But
But
love the parking space.
if I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the date.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You really leaving?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
I understand where you're coming from.
So, now here we are. A few weeks later, I'm sure you've had some time to...
Brina West says she's a legitimate actress with an Instagram page. Everybody says that she should win an Oscar, X, Y, and Z. The primary tells was the setup, the constant looking back into the phone, this guy's terrible acting, and more. But let's get into this.
Think about what you guys discussed in the car. I'm sure you've had some time to think about it. Before I ask you any questions, have you guys had a second date?
No.
No second dates.
All right, so you are recorded against your will, Mr. Indian man over here, recorded against your will with this woman with an over inflated sense of ego. You're recorded against your will on a first date. You didn't go through with the date. You took her home. But then you appear on some sort of YouTube show to do an interview about the date that didn't go successfully. But this is not clout chasing and they weren't both in on it. When does that ever happen? When does a woman just tape a man without his consent, record him, have the footage, put it out there, ruin his possible dating opportunities after it, make a mockery out of it, and then, I'm just gonna do the show with her following this, and we'll have this cordial conversation, and I'm gonna correct you with her. Man, this is so cap.
Okay. So I'll start with you, Jay. What has dating been like for you since that video went viral?
Since I was on the video, kind of unexpected. I might not have put my best foot forward, you know, And so I feel like, well, I've not really met anyone since who I've really gotten to get to know like that, because a lot of women, they might have seen the video or might have heard from it, or maybe a friend of them has seen the video and shares it with them. And so they kind of had this image of me based on the video.
Absolutely.
And it hasn't really helped.
Okay.
Exactly. It's like they might think everything about me is reflected in that video, and I don't think it is. And
crying to me, and I'm not having that.
This is what happens when you do the skits for the clout, man. I don't even know it's real when I hear these words come out these folks' mouth.
But yeah, it's been difficult.
Sure.
Well, and it's even before this, you know, dating has already been difficult for me. You know?
I imagine your views kind of clash with what you're looking for and what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, I think in general, my values kind of reflect wanting to build something that lasts.
Yes, sir.
And
stop the cap.
And I want to make sure that anyone that I meet is willing to build a really strong foundation based on our mutual values. And I think it in general, a lot of the people that I meet, either they don't have time to set towards building something like that, or they just don't want to because, you know, they're younger, they want to experience, you know, casual dating or whatever it is. And it's just not something that I'm looking for right now.
Now, I believe that these are two dusty actors from a warehouse in Lionsgate looking for an opportunity to prove themselves, so they put together this concoction so they can qualify for a Netflix film or some straight to DVD bullshit. Like, I don't know what is this, man? I can't call it, man. I can't call it, but this is just weird. This is not reality.
Understood. So, obviously, guys, Jay's saying that they're viewing him in a negative light when it comes to dating. When I saw Jay, I saw someone who was making some excellent points, who knew it.
Nah, see, this is the problem. It's because we know this guy right here is a goddamn fraud. He's scamming it out with these fake ass skits. And I gotta actually look into the research. I did not look into enough of this. There is a lot. I don't want to say any of the allegations because I have not looked too deep into the allegations, but there's a lot regarding this feller.
He won't, and he's actually now like a Giga Chad in the manosphere.
You hear this?
Stop the cap.
Lie! It's a total fabrication.
Fucking lie!
They're viewing him in a negative light when it comes to dating. When I saw Jay, I saw someone who was making some excellent points, who knew what he wanted, and he's actually now like a Giga Chad in the manosphere world, in the red.
See, this is what it comes down to. This was the plan. Oh, somebody like this that stands up to the stereotypical boss woman that they hate in the manosphere in the red pill space. You get a guy like this. Look at this nigga. What the hell is this?
Well, yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
Man called him a Giga Chad after he said he didn't have any success following this date because women pegged him out to be a certain character. Pause. Look, what are we doing out here?
Appeal community. The brother's being mentioned everywhere for the way he handled that conversation. Now I'm going to ask Alicia as well, because during this conversation, Alicia.
Thank you.
We'll get that right. Okay, so Alicia, you didn't seem to really disagree with what he was saying. Now you had definitely a different opinion before he gave you his mind, right? But you seemed very receptive to it. Can you explain to me kind of what you were thinking and how you saw him in that video? Because he's saying they took him in a negative light. What do you think?
Well, yes, I think once we had the conversation, I could see my role in the conflict.
Okay.
Let's back up a little bit. To be fair, I mean, I was always raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. I mean, You're courting me, so court me.
Mm-hmm.
That means wherever I want to go, you take me.
Absolutely.
Whatever I want, you buy me. That's courting. I'm looking for a provider. So, but
Bitch, who raised you?
after the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of I.
Okay.
In that exchange,
Absolutely.
I was definitely very self-centered, and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me, I at least gotta be a little bit nice.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now I ask you this, based on your idea of dating before your conversation with Jay, how did you grow up? Who also thinks that way? I'm sure you have.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Sorry, y'all. I ain't watching the rest of this shit, y'all. This interview, this guy, Kevin Wesley, who's been banned from Facebook and IG, and he even did a video on it. That was bizarre. I'm like, why are you even flexing this like this is some sort of flex that you got banned for your rhetoric? Now, he's been propagating a lot of fuckery. You can hear this man when he puts out this fake description. Oh, this guy's a Giga Chad now. Basically, this whole skit was to show, men, stand up on your boundaries. Stand up for yourself. Have some standards and backbones when these women try to walk all over you and use you for a dinner date, and then you will get better results. Type shit. That's what they're trying to put out here. Yo, the pathetic manosphere messages that are out here, they're so easy to see through. It's so easy. It's like, my nigga.
Just something for a lifestyle. Resources, a man's resources is not just for a woman's experiences and traveling and the lifestyle they'll live when married is for providing for the family and the children. And that's why she should seek a man and, respect his resources or prioritize his resources, not just for what it can do for her. Right. And so when you were in the beginning of it, you was just saying, I'm not doing it. It seemed really selfish. Right. And I appreciated that when I saw the video myself. That's one of the things I covered is, wow, I've never seen a woman that receptive to being accountable. Right.
Because it's cap.
Stop the cap.
A woman that starts off that delusional, that toxic, that troublesome, isn't getting a simple message articulated to her that simply and then being like, you know what, I figure where you're coming from. When it's that simply articulated. Somebody that problematic doesn't get it. They're going to be dense. This is some terrible acting. Why would you set people up for failure but with this terrible ass skit? Oh, a man just does this in this situation, calmly articulates it to a problematic woman who wants to... Like, this is ridiculous, man. That ain't it. They're putting negative stereotypes on these black women. Oh, they're gonna look average, but they're gonna want the world because that's what the message. That's what the message was. That's the message that was received by most people. People were like, oh, this bitch is wild and she's a 5. She's a this bitch. That's all you heard from the manosphere. That's all you heard. This bitch is a this. That's all you heard. Men were just enraged. How dare she? The audacity. She wants to go somewhere better than this. Look at her. That's all you heard. RT the brand says stereotypes are usually accurate. If you are working your way from the stereotype, you make an archetype specifically basically fitting all the criteria within that stereotype. And then you are propagating it in the media as if this is so common. This is commonplace. What are you effectively doing? And why are we participating in that for views and engagement? It makes no sense. It's like we're disparaging our own community. Why? Because these are popular talking points that people want to get in on. It's ridiculous. Shout out to A-Lady747 with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
I heard the VA... Wait, what the hell? Why is my mouse frozen? Oh, wrong screen. My bad. Wrong mouse. I heard the VA was giving male vets blow-up dolls during the pandemic. No pocket rockets for the women. Men always win. What the hell? Okay, so they're giving male vets blow-up dolls, but no pocket rockets for the women. What the hell? I don't even know what to say about that. But shout out to A-Lady747 with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
right? And you were. But Jay, however, didn't want to go out on a date. He wanted to discontinue that date, and he wanted to take it on to the house. Jay, is that your first time stopping a date midway through and going on back home, or?
Yeah, something like that's. I'm sorry, at least that's the first time I've really like put my foot down to that kind of extent.
So the first time you put your foot down to that kind of extent was on the camera, speaking to the camera, with a follow-up interviewed, guaranteed. Yeah, this is some nasty work, man. What are we doing out here? We're skipping the rest, because...
we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
What else do we have here? And then she did a follow-up IG Live speaking about the incident. What did she say here?
Alicia, it's been a while, but there have been quite a bit of things on my mind. I believe that many of you have seen the, now viral video about me choosing to reject the Cheesecake Factory because I wanted more from my date.
Now, shout out to Mackenzie with the $5 super sticker.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Mackenzie. There's no chat here. This is not a super chat, just a super sticker. Nonetheless, shout out to you. We appreciate all the donations, the super chats, super stickers. Let me make sure I didn't miss any cash apps, if there's any cash apps. Shout out to y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm not trying to listen to this. I'm weeks late to this shit. The Cheesecake Factory saga has been dead and gone. Folks have done reactions to this. I'm sure there's a video that you can watch her entire speech. I really don't care. All we know is that these... You know what? Fuck this, man. This is the third time I took this off. I'm done with this fucking mask. This is agony. This is a 2-pack of ass in there. The shit stinks. I ain't dealing with that.
I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Now, this is the thing. Lists have been spawned from this when it comes to acceptable places to date or bring women. Now there's a list for the men. And I think Grey Pill was doing a show on that. There's a list for the men and the women. Type of women that men aren't dating. Some bullshit. Like, this shit is pathetic, man. These gender wars, where the places and the conversations that result from these videos, it's regressive. They're not pushing anything forward. We're taking multiple steps back with each of these conversations. Oh, these are 25 places that are not acceptable to bring women on the first date. When you damn well know that most of these women are capping. Just the way most of these men are capping, though, 25 lists, 25 types of women we're not dating. It's like, y'all are capping. Everybody's capping. Oh, this is some revenge shit. Oh, the women made a list, so we gotta make a list too. It's, I don't know, man. This whole shit is pathetic. Most people are not even concerned about the place so much that they're going on a date being so high end. They're just trying to go somewhere so they can learn each other. Unless they're clearly part of the people getting finessed and crying in the manosphere. This whole dating shit, man, this shit is just tired. I'm actually checking out of videos like this. There's no point in reviewing them. There really isn't. Yo, that Kaya. Who wasn't here in the beginning? Who missed the beginning? Let's wrap it up with this. I don't really have much to add on this, actually, to be honest. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm over this talk completely.
Damn self. Doing whole shit and being mad about it. Being a deadbeat mama, a deadbeat daddy, a deadbeat daughter, and a deadbeat young thugger looking like ass bitch. Skin looking like a wrinkled bed sheet. Attempted to come for a real queen. Being ugly didn't matter than a motherfucker. Looking like an old crumbled up stale ass backwood that ain't nobody buying. Take that shit back to the store, whore. But ain't no refund. Not being able to handle the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God, but ain't nobody helping you but the devil. Acting like
Jesus Christ. Shout out to Artichoke Hearts with the $5 super chat. Hold up, brother Jumbie. Give me 1 second.
I'm getting
All right, so Artichoke's Heart says, that nonsense that I've seen on here and have encountered has made me not want anything to do with any of these dudes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these conversations, these videos. All right, brother Jumbie was just in the back where brother Jumbie just exited. Hold up, y'all. I'm struggling to set up today. This whole dark Halloween theme shit has me out here dusting it up. Not enough water bottles on deck. Brother Jumbie called in, though. But shout out to Artichoke Hearts with that $5 super chat.
I'm getting
What up, brother Jumbie? What is that mask? What is that, man? Oh, you're still muted. Hold up. I think I unmuted you. I think that's you now. Oh, shit. No, it's me. No,
Can you
that's
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That was me fucking up. My bad. I kept that shit on mute.
No, it's cool. I see how you do black people. I understand.
Nah,
I ain't
I don't
tripping. Hey, I got a question. Hey, LT, if a grown black man invited you to a nice condo apartment and said, hey, let's sit down and have a conversation about relationships on a love seat, would you do it?
Hell no. What the hell is... That's what I'm saying. That the video we just covered, that's what I'm saying. This shit is mad suspect. What am I doing it for? And there was no insight to what character that was. There was no promotion, individual promotion for that guy. What did he have? What was in it for him? It made no sense.
I'm going to tell you what was in it for him. That was a goddamn casting couch. He was out there trying to serve some zesty BBC talking about that man's relationship. That was some of the zestiest shit I didn't see all day. And I worked in West Hollywood this afternoon. Them brothers was spicy, bro. And then, how you gonna go up there with a medium Hollister shirt talking about I'm trying? You, the only thing you tried to do was put that tight-ass T-shirt on over your single mom-shaped hips. Now, I don't understand what was going on with any of that. Okay? Them niggas is zesty. And then I have something I want to say about the Cheesecake Factory thing. First of all, you niggas need to learn media literacy, because if you couldn't see that was a dumbass skit from the jump, you should slap your mother. That was a fucking horrible skit, fam. And then on top of that, first off, that lady in the passenger seat, for sure, 1,000% has eaten that Cheesecake Factory. I could tell by the ratio from neck to head. She ain't had no chin. That's a Cheesecake Factory neck. I know Cheesecake Factory neck when I see it. I know Golden Corral arms when I see them.
Yo.
She out there looking like a power forward for the goddamn WNBA, talking about I don't eat at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Where do you eat? The commissary captain? You was a big motherfucker. She should be happy somebody was trying to take her out if that was a skit. And then you got this poor Hispanic man out here trying to fend for himself after. Because I'm wondering if this nigga knew it was a skit. I'm pretty sure he was minding his own business outside of Home Depot. And she was like, you want to go out on a date? And then now this motherfucker on YouTube getting called cheap for trying to spend his hard-earned shillings on some goddamn cheesecake for his big back broad. And then these niggas on the internet gonna be mad about it. They gonna be mad about it. Nigga, it's a skit, bro. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. I'm tired of this shit, LT. I'm sorry, man. I was out here vibing with you, smoking some weed, and I saw that thick neck broad. I said, goddamn, she a roughneck. Take her ass to Burger King. Hit that girl a 3 for $5 with her big ass. What the hell wrong with y'all? And then she had to be a sister. You couldn't get no big white lady up there for this skit? No. They had to shit on us. And y'all let it. And y'all let them. That's all I had to say, LT. I want to say happy Halloween, man. And thanks for letting me rock out with you, buddy.
Yo, shout out to brother Jumbie. Once again, cooking. Yo, holy, yo, hold on. Yo, I missed the super chat during that. Ah, shit. Shout out to Traveling Tony with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Traveling Tony says from Tanzania, great channel, Passport Bros. Shout out to you. Boo the Passport Bros. Nah, I'm joking. Shout out to you. Yeah, Brother Jumbie stays cooking, man. Brother Jumbie stays cooking. Brother Jumbie came and gave that like a Kai type moment, or Kaya, whatever her name is. Jesus Christ. Y'all know how to just stay cooking.
You that bitch when you ain't shit, and it shows, bitch. Fucking on niggas that don't want you, not knowing who your baby daddy is, sucking on balls and toes at the same damn time, getting pissed and shitted on and trying to come for a real queen, not knowing who the fuck your baby daddy is, refusing to go and get tested, letting fuck niggas film fucking your dry ass pussy on live, you dirty black footed ass bitch, walking around barefooted, dirty and pregnant at the same damn time, trying to clap back with the clap. Being mad because your non-fans is trying to understand what the fuck your decrepit looking ass is saying in your whack ass music, but we don't understand. Looking like the hot pack that don't know.
Yo, I'm so lucky I have this here because trying to follow Brother Jumbie after a roast is like... What am I really doing? But yo, Kaya cooking. We have Grey Pill Podcast in the back. Hold up, Grey Pill. Let me bring you up real quick. Hold up, Brother Jumbie. Yo, Grey Pill, you're gonna have to follow what Brother Jumbie just did. I don't want that smoke. I was about to retire the show. I'm like, man, once Brother Jumbie calls in, man, it's a wrap.
No, I can't. If it's with the super chat or he pops up, I can't fall in with Brother Jumbie.
So what's going on, Grey Pill?
I just pay my respects, man. But I was so hesitant to do the fake one with the Cheesecake Factory girl. Because I found out it was a whole scam and whatever they was doing, and I saw the second one. I was like, nah, I'll just hopefully try to make a conversation out of all this mess, but still.
We're having a little bit of delay. There's like a lag. Like you'll be mid-sentence and it will freeze. I think you're frozen again, Grey Pill. Is it my shitty fuck? Is it video?
It could be. What about now?
You seem good. So you didn't?
Okay. No, I was saying I can't fall in behind Brother Jump.
Yeah, my bad. There's a delay here. I'll just be quiet. My bad. You can go. Lower the resolution.
Yeah, it's a delay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying I can't. Yeah, I was saying I can't fall behind Brother Jumbie, but yeah, it's a delay. Yeah, I was saying I can't fall in behind Brother Jumbie, but I didn't want to do the reaction how everybody else was doing it. So I like how you gave a different conversation of it, just to explain how is fake, who is fake, and what's the trail behind it. So on my end, I didn't want to do the second one because I knew how fake it was. So I decided just to do a conversation, just try to make a conversation, but let everybody know that this, whatever we reacting to, is just all scams.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. All these things, it's beyond the skits that I showed in this compilation. It seems like that is the new normal, to basically propagate all these fake ass skits because they're generating a lot of engagement and it's getting consistent views. And all these platforms are doing it, and people are just chest out knowing that these things are fake, and they're just like, you know what, let's go with it anyway because it's going to drive views, it's going to get them super chats, we're going to have arguments, people are going to go back and forth. It's easy to have panel discussions based on these talks. We see it on all these panel shows. I don't want to call them out or even put any more shine to their show when it comes to these things, because we're just going to disparage them and just like, I'm not going to do that right now. But a lot of these shows are doing that, and it's like they're falling for the trap, some of them knowingly, and then some of them don't know that these are skits. They legit think that this is real. Like, I doubt Abba and Preach thought that this was a skit and they willingly just went out there and just acted like it was real.
No, I don't believe that Abba and Preach. I followed them for years. They're not that stupid. But yeah, I think a lot of people that actually have these reactions, these podcasts, it's fine to have the conversation as like this an example of, because that kind of happens in real life, which is fine. But if you're reacting, just let especially the audience know responsible. Like, look, this is fake. This is a scam. There's clearly a scam, especially the second one. We had like the Africa Zulu guy on one side, the Indian guy looking like 3 feet tall, and you got the big woman on the side. I'm like, okay, this is not normal everyday thing. Then she does like a long, dragged out reaction time. So I got a note and all this stuff. Like, no. Even if if it pops up in my feed on some other people's platform and they doing like a little edit, I'll still comment like, yo, this is a scam.
Yep.
Yeah, once you know. So, I don't know.
Yeah, see, this is the thing.
Definitely good work.
Ever since
Go ahead,
that, yeah, my bad. There's a delay, so sometimes I think you stop, but it's like kind of frozen. But yeah, ever since that brick lady skit, I'm like, I don't care who is a credible source. I'm gonna look into the story. Because I look at it, I'm like, okay, this credible source is reporting it, this credible source is reporting it, and then another credible source that I know is reporting it. I'm like, okay, so this is pretty much factual. I'm just going to give my opinion on the report after I speak about it. But it seems like they're all in on it, or they don't really care to do a good vetting service. Because as we listen to The Breakfast Club break down this story like if it was real, and I'm like, The Breakfast Club is definitely under review because they still have DJ Envy scamming ass sitting at that table. And then a lot of our outlets, when I say our, I mean like black outlets on social media, they love propagating this fuckery too. They love pushing they love pushing the gender war. They know it gets a lot of engagement and a lot of views. Nobody really wants to get out of this meta. Everybody looks at it and they're like, okay, if we are going to pivot from this meta, where do we go? And they're not really ready to make that transition. And that's what's going on here. So right now we're just speaking about all the time about fake news, and they're constantly peddling it to us. And then us as reactors or YouTubers, our folks in aggregate media, we're pretty much left to the devices of fake skits and relationship fuckery.
Yeah, which make them sheep. Like, just easy. You just make you sheep. So then when you have, it's like you're contradicting yourself. So when you say this is fake or propaganda, like even example, like when most of us started YouTube, a lot of people understood media is dangerous. People just say whatever they want. Nobody's really not trying to do the homework. And then now when you're doing it, somehow you flip the script, and then now those same people is jumping on the same bandwagon, which is like it doesn't make any sense for me. So it doesn't take that much to just do homework on just any little thing, especially if you claiming that you are who you are as far as a content creator, or if you're bringing up the news or whatever. Just have the information available for people, or if people randomly jumping on panels, hopefully they can provide some real credible conversation or information to add with it. But if you're just randomly saying shenanigans and dumb stuff, me personally, I just don't even want you even on my panel. I just really don't. But I hear a lot of silly stuff all the time, and I'm like, this is a perfect example why I just actually just do the vetting part. I vet you, I send an invite, come up, have a conversation. But if you just one of them guys, just like sitting in your car, hanging out your window, walk around the street with your phone, nah, you can stay where you at.
Not even prepared for the show type shit. Like, I seen you on your show. I caught a glimpse before I went on my show. You were in a completely different outfit. A different setup for what you were doing. I don't know if were you live, or was that like a pre-record? What was that?
Yeah, I was live.
You were live? Okay, so yeah, you had a whole different setup, and it's like you're prepared for your, like, I'm different when it comes to vetting people, not vetting, but allowing people on the platform now. At first, I was just like, man, whoever calls in, I'm letting up. Now I'm kind of changing my approach because a lot of things that have taken place, events that have taken place, a lot of turmoil that you got to look at things a little differently now. So I'm definitely changing the way I'm operating with my platform. But folks like you, like Brother Jumbie, the normals, y'all, the regulars, y'all are always welcome. But definitely having a different vetting process when it comes to putting people on these platforms. Because a lot of folks aren't really here to actually add to the conversation. They are clout chasing, like some of the folks we see in these skits. So
yeah, and then even with the trolls, like pretty much like I said, the chat in here, like they honest with their roasting. You know what I'm saying? Do Better Podcast is another guy. I like him a lot. He got people that does the trolling too, but they're very intelligent. Like nothing get past him, his chat. Same thing my chat. They're pretty much like very trolly, but it's like, hey, if I see something, like challenge me, challenge the panel. They'll have the conversation per topic, but if it's just like going so left, like you got to go to probably it's not working out, and it's fine. But that's pretty much how that's how the game goes. Literally, your chat is an extension of you. That's pretty much what it is.
That's why I don't really see. This is the thing. Sometimes when you align with the wrong wing on YouTube, You get their audience, they come back to your chat, and then all of a sudden you end up Daryl Long style, pretty much beholden to somebody else's fan base, and all of a sudden you're spitting their rhetoric. I don't even want to speak about this. I don't know your relations with Daryl Long, so I'm not gonna go in on a tirade and cook.
I mean,
him
we're
right
not
now.
best friends, but I respect him as a content creator like I respect you. We're not like hanging out, swapping numbers, sipping tea, you know.
All right,
thing,
so
I do my thing.
I'm definitely gonna leave this alone. I'm not gonna. Shout out to A Lady 747 with the $6 super chat. A Lady 747 says, "Hold on, let me put this up. GP said that Cheesecake Factory scenario happens in real life. A lady did that exact same thing to you."
No, I mean the situation of a bad date. So I apologize. Let me rephrase. This is a situation of a bad first date, because generally people have bad first dates. So that was pretty much the outcome of, or just the topic of conversations. How would you handle a first date? What would you do in the first dates? Would you like, hey, bring the because she gave like all these weird scenarios. A lot of scenarios. Most people on the panel was actually saying this. Certain things happen. Like most women won't allow a man in their house. Most women won't allow men like at their house, like won't let them in. They'll meet them down the street. Some would meet them in their car to a certain place. So it's like a lot of those situations. That's what we was bringing up to the conversation, not reacting to her like, oh, she's dumb, she's stupid, oh, the man, the woman. We wasn't doing that. We was like, hey, on both sides, how would you handle the date? You know. Now it did get, again, it's the chat, so you got like a little bit here, a little bit there. Like somebody would like made a comment about her lipstick and addressed it like she like a female Joker. So you had that little bit. But other than that, just overall about the date per se. Then they ended up making a list of it. All the men. I don't know if you got that memo, LT. So us men, all of us men got together, formed a list to talk about the women, and then somehow all the women got together, formed a list, and talk about the men. And I was like, I never got this memo.
Do you have the lists? Do you have the men's list?
Yeah.
I've seen the women's list.
There's like 4. There's a list for the women talking about the men. There's a list for the men talking about women. Then there's like a part 2, another subsection of a list. It's like it got wild. It got so bad to the point it actually jumped on my Facebook account.
Wow. Damn. Okay, I want to see one of these lists because I seen the women's list, but I think the men's list is like a joke. It's not even serious. Like some of the things that they have.
I sent it in Discord.
Oh, it's in the Discord. Okay, cool.
I'll give it to you. I know Lee's on top of a lot of stuff, but the one I got, I'll send to you Discord. Whatever Lee finds, I'm sure she'll like destroy it in there automatically.
Yeah, Lee has a lot of shit on this Kevin Wesley guy that I have to look into because he may be another potential finesser and scammer on these airways. I don't want to say anything until I look fully into everything and comb over the data, but when it comes to all these skits, it seems like he's behind them. I'm seeing his tag on this most recent one when it comes to what is his name, Joe Smith. I'm like, okay, so you're involved in a lot of these fake skits and you're propagating this fuckery for content. I really think that us as content creators, we have to find something better. We have to. We can't. I don't like. I'm really getting tired of cooking all these things and exposing everything wrong in the content creation space instead of actually getting onto a wing of productive conversations and a way of doing it where it's still entertaining, but we're not doing the same. Like this is almost like a hamster wheel to me now. It seems a little played out, but I don't know.
You'll find that right little balance. You'll find that right little balance. That's why I just like I might fall back on my end, but I actually genuinely like the group conversations because I think that's pretty much what the chat and the people want for that end. But I just don't like Pearl, bro. I just don't like Pearl. I'm down for the roast of Pearl all day, every day. So this is me. I can't let that one go.
Still to this day, the Pearl roast.
I got Ed. Where if I find somebody about that Pearl, man, like, hey, let's go. Something new popped off, so I was like, hey, let's go. Even I think the recent one, she was a helper with Donovan Sharp's so-called wedding, even though he was already been married for like 17 years. I was like, are we serious?
That fake wedding. And then she was on the Sauce Cast as well, getting cooked. But even that wasn't that interesting. I'm like, I'm kind of tired of the Pearl cooking. I just need Pearl to go away somewhere. Like King Riches is dusting it up now with his views. Auntie Jenny's gone.
Yeah, they all done.
Yeah.
They all done. So done. And there was so much of hypocrisy with them. So, I don't know. I don't know. But if something comes up new, I'll be up on it. But as far as that one, I'll insert Pearl now and then, but I'll be rotating everybody else. That's pretty much how I do. Because again, that's my bias against that person, so I wouldn't put that on the groups. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit different. The group is a whole conversation. Everybody get involved. But if just me, oh yeah, it's who I selectively want to talk about, and that's my thing.
Okay, so if there's a big another one of these skits that become viral again, and everybody's reacting to it, how do you broach the situation? Are you gonna now just completely avoid it, or are you gonna basically have the conversation in regards to the skit conceptually? Because sometimes you can still talk about the concepts in the skit and use that for conversation. It
depends. Like the brick throwing girl, that was serious because a lot of the spaces that I was frequent, the noise was so loud with them and the ignorance was so blinding. I was like, okay, it had to be conversated about, but I had to wait because what happens is, and we've seen a certain content creator, like he'll pump out content every 30 minutes, but he'll be like half right and half wrong. And I'm like, what's the even point of even just doing the content if you didn't get the full story? Because it got me to the point where I actually had to take the content, have the conversation like, no, this is where you got wrong. Like, where you get that from? Like, you're literally trying to push a narrative in some weird way, if that's what you're trying to do. So I had to wait to actually get the full story, then have a conversation. Same thing with Sassy Trucker. That was another one. She went to Dubai, something happened. I waited on that. But people want to be so quick to jump on and just get the conversation, get the tea, and get the views. I'm like, okay, that's what I do, but understand, you're gonna pivot somewhere, you're gonna make you look bad. So I'd rather just take the time out and just get it done right.
Yeah, it's a healthy balance of being credible enough by getting the story right, but also being quick enough to get it to the public, to be early enough to cash out on the views or be relevant in the story. And that's the struggle in this space that folks have to deal with. But a lot of times it's more of a struggle because folks know they don't have the full story and they will go live with the story just to be first. So you're waiting for all the details, knowing that you could be first with all the details, but the details are people are already publishing the story without details. And that's what even Tony the Closer was getting mad at the lead attorney for doing. Because I'm like, when I look at it, the people that are the most successful in this field are the people that are first to the stories, regardless if they're right or not. Because a lot of times the lies spread faster than the truth. So they'll run a story that's completely false, have a little bit of truth in it, run the retraction with the full truth. It'll do a fraction of the views, but they're already the first in the algorithm on the topic. So I don't know. I'm not really willing to part ways with credibility all the way just to get the views. It's like, that's kind of, I don't know about that.
Yeah, and you can be like, your platform, you can be entertaining and have to do the homework or breakdown. Duke's another one, like very entertaining, get the views in, get the people in. But again, it's building your audience, but they want to go so far left, so far right, and then everybody just jump on the bandwagon, not really understanding like what's really going on. So I don't know, bro. It's to each his own. Have fun at it. Have fun at it. That's all I can say. But you can actually see a difference between like the sheep, the followers, the blind leading the blind, who's for the effery, quote your word, the fuckery of it. So I don't know. I don't know. If I see you, I just know how to move accordingly with that selective audience, and I'll leave it like that. But I just want to pay my homage to him, good sir. I can't fall behind on Brother Jumpy because he always be good with them super chats and them comebacks when he hit that panel. So
yeah, Brother Jumpy stays ready. I don't know how this nigga does it. He has it.
I think it's because he high at the top.
How come it don't be working for me? I come out here, I'm like, all right, I'm high. I should be ready.
I know, Brother Jumpy's got it. He's just clever with the words. I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong kind of herb. I don't know.
I need that Cali Kush out there. I don't know what's going on. All right, but yeah, shout out to you for calling again. I'm gonna wrap up the show. We don't have much more to actually, we have nothing more to react to. So yeah, it's getting pretty late. Shout out to you, Great Pill, for calling in though.
Anytime, man. You have a good one. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yep, happy Halloween to you. Peace. Now, honestly, I've been severely parched. I've been trying to get a water bottle for about a half an hour now. So we are going to wrap up this show. Happy Halloween to everybody in the chat. hopefully folks aren't getting finessed by any of these fake skits anymore. Even when I report on them and I get some of these news from some of these outlets, I'm going to definitely have to do a little bit more due diligence. And I'm not guaranteed to actually not get finessed by some of these skits. There's going to be news that's going to get by me sometimes, you know what I mean? It's just life. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. We out. Yeah.
God damn.